Hey everyone,
Hey.
new week.
Yep, certainly is.
But yeah, it's okay, new day, get on it. Got something different today.
Yeah, so today I want to talk about cash flow because I think this is one of the pillars that you need in your business. You need to have it sorted. And I'm not talking about bank balance accounting when if you want to buy something, you look at your bank balance and go, ooh, not today, I don't have the money in there. But what we want to do is we want to talk about how you can increase that cash flow, and that's by reducing your debtors or having a look at them. So looking at who owes you money and why that is outstanding.
Take action.
Yeah.
What actions can you take?
As in decreasing your debtors?
Yeah, what's a good way of doing that?
You could have a payment gateway on your invoice.
Put a button on there.
Yeah, put a button on there. So when you send your invoice out of your hopefully cloud accounting software, that there's a button that they can press and pay straight away. So that pay now button. Because I know myself, if it doesn't have a pay now, I look at the email and then I forget to tag it and then I get a reminder and it's like, oops, that's 7 days over. So
the pay now button apparently can reduce your debtor days by about 8. That's a fairly big increase on reducing your debtor days.
And this is statistics from Xero, because obviously they gather heaps of statistics because then they can work on what they can improve in their business.
Millions of customers.
Opportunities.
If you're sitting there today thinking, geez, I've got a few debtors and what can I do? Jump into Xero or your accounting software, whatever it is. Hopefully it does it. Hit the reports button, go into your receivables and do a custom report. So I want you to do a custom report, add the phone numbers, and then either do it yourself or get someone else to action it and start ringing those debtors so that you can get some cash back into the business.
And it's just not a matter of, saying, hey, you owe me money. It's about having that conversation with your debtors, and like trying to work out where they're coming from and what's not working for them, because you might actually get some really great insights into maybe ways that you can do it better.
So you can organise a payment plan?
Absolutely. Because, and then you can get to that stage where they're actually paying you before maybe you've done your services, because they're happy with that small amount being taken out, whether it's a weekly, monthly basis. So they're not getting hit with that big chunk.
Another quick one, which is lovely in Xero, is the Invoice Reminder. So you can just turn that on so that as soon as 7 days hits, they get another email, and you can do that several times. Yeah. And that could be a part of your debtor recovery process.
That's right.
Another client, we tried with them and they're loving it already, is to get that upfront and partial payments on as they go through construction to make sure that they're getting paid more often.
That's
and
right.
Covering their costs as they go through those big projects.
Because you can quote a job and then at the end of the day, you've done the job and it's a $10,000 job and you don't collect payment till the end, but then they don't pay you. Well, you had to buy all the materials, you had to pay all those wages. So why not ask for 50% up front, because then that shows the commitment of the vendor, and then have that progressive payment until that job is finished, and then by the time you're done, there's probably only a really small amount outstanding to be collected.
There's even tools with stuff like that, like Integra Pay and Go Cardless, where you can set up lay-by style things, where if they were buying something a bit more expensive, bit like Afterpay, but probably a little bit cheaper. Yeah. And they pay those items off.
Yeah. So, and yourself, you might go, oh, why don't I just get Afterpay in? But you need a strategy behind Afterpay, because Afterpay do take a chunk.
A big chunk.
Off
That's
you.
your profit.
Admittedly, you get paid straight away and then they collect the money later for themselves.
But they've taken 5%.
But they've taken, I think
10?
it's 6%.
6? God damn.
So unless you're putting that cost onto the person to utilise that facility, at the moment, it's actually the retailer or the person signed up to Afterpay that's actually paying that. So that's the business that's paying that 6%. So you have to be, you're cutting your profits by 6% then.
So I think if overall with your debtors, there's a few things you've got to look at and say, well, what is my debtor process?
Yeah.
And how am I going to keep that repeatable? Can I get someone else to ring the debtors? Do I have invoice reminders on? But then there's some other things you can do to remove debtors from your business. Because ideally we don't want any debtors. You don't go to McDonald's and say, can I have a hamburger and I'll pay for it in a month?
Yeah. No.
That's just terrible. And I get that some industries have just got their set terms.
Yeah.
But
flip it on the head. Have a look at it.
Change that.
See what you can change.
And that's where those other add-ons and apps come into it.
Yeah.
Like Integra Pay, a pay now button, payments up front before you start, things like that. So not just saying, oh, I've got a debtor process. Well, maybe I can alleviate that process and change the way we're recovering our money altogether.
Awesome. So have a go and let us know how you go. And
hit us up in the comments if you've got anything to add, because we'd love to know too.
Yeah, and lastly, we're doing a cash flow seminar. We've teamed up with BEC, And, I'd love you to come along and learn some more tricks around that cash flow and how money's moving in and out of your business.
If you want to learn more about your cash flow and get a better understanding, educate yourself, come along.
Absolutely.
Love to see you there. Bye.
See you.